Hi, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. I feel like today's somebody's birthday, but I can't think of who. Nobody in my immediate family, but November 4th. Somebody's birthday. I hate that I can't remember. But it's November 4th, 2025, and it's 8:07 a.m. here in Chicago. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, or I don't know how much the news is like keeping it real or not. Maybe they are, maybe they are not. But remember the hurricane that hit Jamaica, the category 5, right? Things are really, really bad in certain parts of Jamaica, like really bad. And I'm getting this from people who are over there helping. People I follow on TikTok, I don't know them personally. People who I follow on TikTok who are over there actually in the trenches helping. And certain parts of Jamaica, they're really, really in need of help. And then the bad thing is that a lot of the roads are blocked. I heard him say certain roads are gone. Like they've been, he literally said certain roads will never be back. And then, and it's funny because a lot of people are reporting new rivers have popped up in Jamaica that were covered. That I guess the people from years ago covered those rivers to make roads or whatever. The rivers have been uncovered, you guys. That's got to be some type of spiritual shit right there. The rivers have been uncovered by this. Look, imagine the strength of that hurricane. And, Jamaica is the land of wood and water. More water than even they knew, I guess. But, so this disaster, it's really, really a disaster in certain parts of Jamaica, namely western parts. I keep hearing Westmoreland, so it's bad in Westmoreland. And then St. Elizabeth Parish. Those two names I hear the most. St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. And the Maroon areas. You guys know Focus Ball. That's his people, the Maroons, that area. I think that's in Westmoreland, but don't quote me. And then, Montego Bay, parts of Montego Bay, St. James. And then there's a place called Black River. Anyway, there are certain parts, you guys, that are really, really, really in need of help. I made a video on my TikTok page about it. I didn't make it here because TikTok was different. TikTok, they had some silliness going on between Black Americans and Jamaicans, all due to a misunderstanding. So I had made a video pretty much about how much Jamaica needed help. And a lot of, I can't say a lot, but I've come across several pages of Black Americans who are not just sending, because I'm just sending, but I've come across pages of Black Americans who are literally going over there with supplies and things to help. And one lady, you guys, she is in, did she say South Carolina? I forgot, but she decorates cakes and stuff for a living. She said that anybody who helps, whatever they can give, for a while, she's going to take 50% off whatever cake they order for their wedding. And she said her cakes be thousands of dollars, not $8,000, thousands. So she was like, so you guys, I'm not going to give you a $5,000 cake for $500. So her cakes are like very expensive, but she's going over there. And I also came across a Jamaican woman. She is selling her house and going back to Jamaica and dedicating her life to helping out, because that's how long it's going to take. So people are really, really dedicated. There's a guy on TikTok. He's about 25 years old. He's doing it all by himself, you guys. He's the one saying, I want people to come here and witness it. Don't just send. And he's mainly, of course, talking to his Jamaican people, But if you can find an organization, I don't even want to say organization, because I don't know if they're trustworthy. It's better if you can find people who are sending barrels over and sending aid over and they'll definitely appreciate if you can cash out them something or Zelle them some money. But man, Jamaica needs help bad, you guys. And don't pay attention to anybody talking shit, because they're not the ones who need the help. They really need help. It's serious. And then this guy that the guy who's doing a lot of the work by himself, you know what he's doing, you guys? He's taking requests and he's going into these areas in Westmoreland and by Black River and St. Elizabeth. He's going into these areas and he is trying to find missing persons, missing loved ones. He got a list of over 800 people, and he's trying to get through as much of that list as he can, because a lot of people can't find their loved ones. It's really bad, you guys. And I'm glad he mentioned that now, bacteria in the water is becoming an issue. And I'm glad he mentioned that, because I asked one girl who's going over to Jamaica, a Jamaican girl who she goes every month anyway. I asked her, should I send you some life straws? And I don't know if you guys know about life straws. A lot of people don't. Life straws, you can literally sip from dirty water and the water filters through the straw. And by the time it reaches you, the water is safe to drink. And these straws are proven. These straws are proven. They're not like some little, dollar store straws that somebody just made up in their head and it might work, it might not. No, you guys, these straws are proven. A lot of campers and people who are in the wilderness who might need to drink from, infested waters, there are straws called life straws. So I asked her, should I send some life straws? And she didn't know what it was. So when I told her, I think that she thought that I was ignorant to how good the water is in Jamaica, because she kept saying Jamaica has some of the best water. Jamaica has great water. And I left it alone because it was a very painful time for her, because her people in Jamaica. So I left it alone. But I knew that just because you have the best water, these natural disasters or not, these weather disasters hit different. And you can have the best water, but when shit goes down, you might not have access to that water. And this guy who goes into these areas, he said it's becoming a problem. So I should have went and ordered, all of those life straws I wanted to order. But the main point of this video is just to make you aware. Anybody you know from Jamaica or any way you can help, you guys, they need help bad. And imagine all the children over there. And now there have been reports of people stealing, like people, I guess, robbing the barrels, the big barrels that they can fill with all kind of canned goods and packaged goods, non-perishables. They can fill them with food and toiletries and clothing and everything people need. But that's bound to happen anywhere. That there's always going to be theft, especially as things get worse. So I knew that was going to happen. That would happen anywhere. That's just how it goes in disasters like this, So so my point is they got more things to worry about now because people are getting more desperate, And so this guy, if you want to follow him on TikTok, such and such homestead, and I don't think it's such and such, like A-N-D. I think he spells it such in such, like S-U-C-H, and then the letter N, and then the word S-U-C-H again, and then homestead. And you'll see the Jamaican flag. Man, when I tell you he is out there, it's amazing. But yeah, Jamaica needs help bad. Just if you are going to give, though, be careful who you give to, because a lot of that money, I don't think it's going to reach Jamaica. Just like with any country, just like with any disaster. Remember, after Hurricane Katrina, I don't think they got all that money. But I could be wrong. But and this is coming from people of Jamaica, so I'm not speaking beyond my right to speak. A lot of Jamaicans are saying, don't just give to any old organization, any old funding. Like, I would suggest also find somebody who really is packaging up barrels and sending them. And they would appreciate your help, because then they can send more barrels, you know. But that's all. Have a good day, everyone. I know I missed a lot of information I wanted to share, because I've been following this. I've been following it. And I know I'm missing some things, but you got the gist of it. They need your help bad. All right. Have a good one.